Hello everybody and welcome back to Screen Stars. I've been to see Murder on the Orient Express, and this is a movie that I've been really quite anticipating, and let's be honest, look at that cast list. It's the most incredible cast of the year. Kenneth Branagh, Penelope Cruz, William Dafoe, Judi Dench, Daisy Ridley, Josh Gad, Johnny Depp, Derek Jacobi and Michelle Pfeiffer, and there's probably some I've missed. Incredible cast. And this is based on the classic Agatha Christie's novel that has been retold many times, famously the 1974 original, which, if you actually look at that cast list as well, had an incredible cast list for its time. And it's hard. This is a hard film, really, to review in a lot of ways, because if you are familiar with the story, then you already know the story. There's not really a great deal to give you a synopsis here. There's not much point in it. It's more a case of this movie. If you've just been to see Thor Ragnarok recently, that film, as great as it is, it's like drinking, a Bud Light. This is more like a refined wine. This movie, it's a relaxed, laid-back movie in a lot of ways. Superbly crafted by Kenneth Branagh, who plays Hercule Poirot and directs the movie too. And it's handled expertly by Kenneth, and it looks incredible. The movie. And every actor on display here, young and old, gives a performance to be very proud of. Really, everybody is very good in this movie. You can't look at any of the cast and think they were weaker than the other one. The major problem that you have with this movie is, because of such a huge talented cast, nobody gets to shine. Now you could either see that as a positive or a negative. The one who really shines in the movie is Kenneth Branagh as Poirot, who I think he plays the part wonderfully. I've never really been a huge fan of Poirot as a character, either on the small screen or the big screen, but I think he portrays his character really well, Kenneth Branagh. He does it with a layer of humour as well that is welcome, in my opinion. And I have to say, I enjoyed his performance tremendously. Everybody else gets their moment, especially when he's interviewing the suspects. He gets his one-on-one time with them. And there's a great scene between him and Johnny Depp where they are sharing a piece of cake together at a table that's quite nice, which you will have seen bits of in the trailer. So everyone almost gets their time to shine, but nobody outshines anybody else, and nobody has a great deal of screen time, some considerably less than others. I was disappointed there wasn't much William Dafoe in this movie. Daisy Ridley as well, I would have liked to have seen her a bit more, and a couple of the other characters I think were fairly poorly represented in the movie. But it's a long time since I've seen any versions of this, whether it be old or new, small screen, big screen. It's a while since I've seen it, so I don't know how accurate this is a recreation of A, the book, and B, previous attempts at bringing it to the screen. I think it's flawed in that sense. There's so many characters in this piece. It's almost like it's just scene after scene after scene after scene. It does get a little bit, when he's piecing together the evidence, it gets a little bit not hard to follow, because I don't think it is hard to follow. It just gets a little bit disjointed when he's piecing the evidence together and things like that. It's the confrontation scene at the end in the snow, where he's got them all lined up and he's giving his big reveal, is classic Poirot. And I have to say, this is a good movie. I don't think it's going to be in my list of favourite movies this year. It is slow paced. You need to know this when you're going into this movie. It's slow paced. It's a well made, slow paced murder mystery thriller. Don't go in there thinking you're going to get action, because there's none to speak of. Don't go falsely into this movie thinking that. Know what you're getting going in, and you're getting a nice laid back murder mystery thriller that's easy to watch, wonderfully made, wonderfully acted throughout by everybody, and you'll have a decent time with this. It is slow. There are times in this movie, I'll be honest, I found myself yawning a couple of times, and that's not because I thought the movie was poor. It's just it doesn't energize you, and that for some people will be a problem, especially if you've just coming off on the back of Thor Ragnarok and you want to go into another movie and get energized. This isn't it. This movie will not energize you, but it should entertain you, because there's nothing on display here that should greatly disappoint you. Everything's of high quality, it looks great, acting's great, and yeah, it's decent enough.